Hi guys, welcome back. Well, I thought for this one, after I've done the first video, which was the kind of a retrospective view of the game of Call of Duty, the single-player mission, I thought I'd just do a brief. I say brief, brief for most people is about 2 minutes. For me, it means nearly 15. Or actually, looking at this, 11 minutes 17 seconds to be precise. Check that headshot out, by the way. That was pretty good. And so I thought I'd do a video on the multiplayer. So I was really surprised, actually. I've gone back to the multiplayer on Call of Duty 2 purely for the purpose of this video. The last time I'd went online with this game was, we're talking, well, I don't even know when we're talking. Maybe 2008, maybe even before. So it's kind of weird to go back. And as I mentioned in the previous video when I was reflecting on the game, there obviously isn't a sprint feature, and that's the one thing that immediately is very noticeable that it's lacking in the game, in the multiplayer feature as well. But you soon realise it's not in there, so you just get on with it. It very quickly kind of just becomes second nature, the fact that you're used to the fact that it isn't there. So it's not that much of a big deal really, although obviously it's preferred. But they've rectified that in recent games, and it's pretty much par for the course these days. You've got to have a sprint feature in, because otherwise it doesn't really work. But this is 2005. It was the first game on the current gen system for the Call of Duty series, so you can forgive them for not implementing that. But like I said, it doesn't matter now. So the first few minutes, I guess, are from one particular game I had. I was going to put this game in its entirety, and then I thought, no, let's just cut it up into segments of, the highlights, if you like. So there's one guy on here in particular. It might be this guy I'm going to shoot here. Yeah, slow rolling for you. Now, to be fair to him, he was, or is, whatever, was a pretty good player. But then, as you can see, there was 45 seconds left, and he started getting this dreaded connection interrupted. And he had just died, I think, 4 or 5 times in a row, even though he was getting a lot of kills as well. And my suspicions, and I'll never be able to prove it, how stupid is that, by the way, shoot someone at the same time as they get you. But my suspicions are that he thought, oh, bugger this, I've been shot 4 or 5 times in a row, I'm going to quit the game. And we're losing, so yeah, let's quit. And that, to me, is just ridiculous. Why'd you quit a game? When there's like 40 seconds left. I just can't see the point. Because you know full well that if you're winning, you don't do that. It's a little bit bad sport. Now, I've got to be honest. Done it myself. I probably will in the future. If things sometimes are just not going for you, the first thing you can do is just reach for that quick game button. It's very easy to do. But I try not to do it because it really ruins everyone's game. And that was amazing. I loved that bit. Even though he got me with the grenade there, I loved the way I shot him. And you're going to have to replay that because it looks so cool. And he kind of flew in the air as I shot him. It looked really, really good. I should have done like a slow motion of that. That was special. Now I was being a little bit sneaky here. I was right on the top of like a platform, on the top of a bunker. And really, in a level like this, everyone's running around. It's a free-for-all. And it's quite hectic. So people don't really think to look on top, on the top of buildings. Or bunkers, as it is in this case. So you can usually get away with a good few kills. It's pretty sneaky way of getting 2 or 3 kills before someone quickly figures out where you are. But that's what I usually do on this map. I say usually, like I say, I've only been playing it properly this past day, really. And I think pretty much exclusively throughout this entire montage, it really is, I think, just a Springfield sniper rifle. Or an alternative sniper rifle. I've got to be honest, I am that kind of player. When I play these games, I usually go for the sniper rifle. And I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem with other people doing it as well. Because, it's just a game. I guess, if it's like a team objective game, like you've got to capture the flag, then if everyone's a sniper, well, you're not going to capture the flag, and you're probably going to lose. But, if it's like a deathmatch, obviously if it's a free-for-all like this, it doesn't make the slightest bit of difference if you're a sniper or not. It's kind of, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, well, it's your problem. You chose to be a sniper on a free-for-all. You're never really going to win a free-for-all. being a sniper. I knew this guy was going to do that. You know, he saw me a second ago. He was going to run around the corner and just got him with a pistol. Now, I will say the pistols are quite, I think, I don't have any experience in real life of using a pistol, obviously, but in this game, it's not unusual to shoot them, to make the contact with them 3 or 4 times, and they're still alive. And you think, come on, man, that's a little bit silly, you know. But, you know, it's one of the things. I take off some good shots here from distance. One there, another one coming up. Any second now. Any second now. Alright, this is definitely it. I mean, come on, that's a good shot by anyone's standards. And I am pretty nifty with the sniper rifle, I've got to be honest. That's not me scratching my ego, I'm not an arrogant person. It's just that, really, since, you know, sniping first became prevalent in games, particularly current gen, I've always kind of used it. I've always used a sniper rifle. So it kind of stands to reason that if you've been using it for a number of years, you get to be pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll probably be watching this, yes, you personally, and you're probably better than me with a sniper rifle. You know, I'm not saying I'm better than you. It doesn't really matter who's better or not. I'm just saying I'm quite good at it, and I enjoy using it. But you know, that is kind of my game type. But it depends what it is. I mean, if it's a free-for-all, then usually, you know, I will go in there with like an MP40 or whatever it is. And my contrast of games, check this out. How that didn't kill him, I do not know. Missed there, but perseverance is the key. Should have got him there, and I definitely got him there. So, yeah. It's really satisfying again when you get these headshots. And I was on a really bad run in that game there, but them last 2 kills kind of turned it round and ended up doing alright. So again, this is a bit of variety in the map. This one is in Moscow. And did it say Stalingrad? Or Leningrad? I can't remember what it said. I think it said Stalingrad. So that guy there, taken completely by surprise. This is a game of search and destroy. So obviously, the same game types that are in all the other games, multiplayer you get in Call of Duty 2. So, you know, you're looking at your search and destroy, your free-for-all, your team deathmatch, capture the flag, headquarters, pretty much everything we're used to now in this day and age with Modern Warfares or Call of Duties, whatever. So, here we are again, pitching up on the same map by the looks of it. Chucking a few grenades in there. There's always someone in there. There you go, King of Fools. The irony there of his name. So a bit of a no-scope there for Uncleanly Pepe. Yeah, I will say actually that I was quite disappointed occasionally with the collision detection, you know, the hitbox. Sometimes, like we saw going back maybe 40, 50, 60 seconds with that guy who I sniped. I got him eventually, but you know, I clearly got him twice. And that happens a lot. Now, I don't know whether it's a problem with the hitbox or whether it's maybe just a bit of lag, whether it's with me, whether it's with them. I really don't know, but that can be annoying sometimes. But I was really surprised, like I've probably said already, with the game in general. I thought I'd go back to Call of Duty 2, 2005 after all, and I thought it would play really badly and really slow and cumbersome, but really genuinely surprised at how enjoyable it was. And there's a lot of maps on offer. Now, this video probably only covers about maybe half a dozen maps, maybe not even that. I haven't counted them. But there's actually 21, I believe, altogether. I think there's 13 official ones when you have the game, when you buy the game, there's just a random grenade. Everyone's got to get someone with a random grenade now and again. It's so satisfying. When it happens to you, you're furious, you know, bit of a shotgun action there. Again, another satisfying feature of Call of Duty. A bugger gets me there, I don't know how. Again, as far as I'm concerned, I shot him with the shotgun, but whatever. But straight away to respawn, I got someone there. I've completely forgot what I was saying there. What a drag. That was kind of interesting. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about the maps. So yeah, 13 I think to begin with, when you first buy the game. And then there's, I think there's a bonus map pack, Skirmish and Invasion, which brings another 8 maps to the table, which equates to a pretty healthy 21 altogether. So there's a lot of variety. More so than the likes of modern games, really. They really went to town, I feel, with the original Call of Duty maps, with the bonus content, multiplayer content. Again, I could have sworn I got him there. Could have sworn I got him there, but third time lucky. See you later. And the irony there is I actually think I missed him. You know, when you play that back. It's like, I just obviously skimmed him, but it was like, really weird. When you think you've got them, you miss them, and when you think you've missed them, you get them. And again, that's kind of weird. I went around the corner when I fired my last shot, but I still got him. So, weird. So here's another guy there. He obviously doesn't know where I'm shooting from, which is always funny. But yeah, what I will say is this game is really tense multiplayer, particularly when it's one-on-one against a random, which incidentally I do in a second. Now, I'm not so sure whether you'll want to watch that that video in its entirety, because quite frankly, I'm not sure I would. It's nearly 15 minutes, it can get pretty boring. But it adds a bit of variety, and if you've got 15 minutes to spare, you want to check out a few kills and some tense action, then give it a shot. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like I say, Call of Duty 2, 5-year-old game, but it's really good, and I thoroughly recommend it. And that's all for now. See you later.